What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be walking through exactly how I would build an automated research and list building process for the company Circle. The reason why I chose Circle is a couple weeks ago, I said to all of my paid subscribers in my newsletter, if you want me to build something like this for you, let me know. And shout out to Bo over at Circle. He was the first person to respond. So real quick, what Circle does is essentially a community platform for content creators. So what I mean by this is anybody who's doing courses, monetizing in some way through any platform, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, they can build their own private custom branded community that they can monetize even further and have more engagement. The problems they're solving is, allowing creators to monetize their audience further, as well as have more control over their audience, because we know that, other platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube change their algorithms. And so you don't really own your audience. So those are the problems they solve. I'm going to focus on two different ICPs. So the first one is going to be YouTube creators. And this is the email template I came up with. It'll make more sense once I go through the following information. But just to kind of read it out loud real quick. So subject line is channel name. So whatever their channel name is, community. If you know me, I like to keep subject lines super boring, straightforward. Those are the ones that get opened because they look almost like an internal email. Going into the first line, I just want to show them I know them, right? I'm trying to show them that I've done research. So saw you've been creating videos on topic for a while now. Looks like you're averaging around X subscribers per month. Congrats. Going into the second line, I want to do a thought-provoking question. So have you ever considered building a private community for channel name? And then in the third line here, I'm introducing some social proof, which I will share in just a moment. Web Design Pro is doing insert monthly revenue with our community platform Circle, and that's with only 32,000 subscribers. So we're going to find people with more than 32,000 subscribers, because Web Design Pro is a case study that Circle has. To show them like, hey, this person's doing this amount of revenue with 32,000 subscribers. I have 60 and I'm in the same topic. I could be doing just as much or much more. And then going into the offer / call to action. If it sounds interesting, would you be open to seeing what your community could look like in Circle? I have an example I can share. So that's kind of the offer, right? We're not even trying to go for a demo. We're just trying to show them an example and get them to spark some curiosity around essentially what they could be making if they moved over to a private community platform like Circle. So this is a lot. This is 4 pieces of information that I've highlighted in yellow that we need to find without spending a ton of time and without having to go in and personalize each email. So first thing I want to share is this is the case study. It's called Web Designer Pro. So this is somebody who's been using their community platform. What I would do if I was a rep at Circle is I would figure out how much right here, 15K monthly recurring revenue. So that's the number I would mention here. So what I want to do now is find similar, and this is like the ICP building. I want to find people who are talking about web design on YouTube, and they have more than 32,000 subscribers, so that they can really feel like, hey, I can do this as well. And I got to know, obviously, how many subscribers they have. So, and this is Josh's YouTube channel. He's got 32,000 subscribers, so that's just for the context. Another thing I also wanted to mention that I was planning on putting in the email as well that we could kind of add to this is, one buying signal I tend to look for when I'm doing prospecting is like legislation change, or when I was selling cold email software, for example, there's always new updates from Google around deliverability changes, things of that nature. So inserting that news into your emails makes you come across as relevant, and it also helps build build urgency. And so I found this here starting November 2023. YouTube's going to take a more hands-on approach with ad placements on your YouTube on your videos. So essentially what that means is they're going to now pick the ads that are on your video and not the creator. And so I was trying to think of a way we could tie that in there. Maybe that could be a follow-up email, something like, hey name, just saw that YouTube changed their monetization rules starting November 2023. They will now choose the ads that get shown on your videos as opposed to you choosing them yourself. Not sure what sort of impact this would have on channel name, but looks like you've been creating since insert time they started, which is really easy to find. We'll explain that a little further. It looks like you've been creating videos since X time, so I'm sure you've seen the ups and downs of YouTube revenue. Have you given any further thought to creating a private community so you can own your audience? Do-do-do. Here's that example I was talking about in the previous email. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not the best typer in the world, and I would clean this up a little bit, but this is like a follow-up email that I'd probably do maybe like 5 days later. And then what I would do is I'd link this case study, which I love. I love this, by the way, because what they're actually doing is uh, like in this example, this is literally what Circle looks like. So one thing I always talk about is find ways you can use your product as the offer. This is exactly what they're doing. They're letting people actually see what the product looks like, as opposed to having an ugly ass customer case study link that nobody reads. That just looks like a blog post. So this is great. So I would link that in right here, and this would essentially be my follow up email. I'd probably do 4 emails in total, but in this example, we're just going to do 2. Okay, so now we kind of have the messaging and we know who we're targeting, which is YouTube creators with more than 32,000 subscribers in the web design space. The next thing I did, because I've never prospected anybody on YouTube, is how to find a list of YouTube creators. Google is your best friend, or ChatGPT, when it comes to finding data sources like this. Not everything's going to be on Sales Navigator, but this is a really cool platform. So what I can do now, and I'm waiting for this to load, is search for creators in that category. So the categories are pretty basic. I'm just going to select education, language, English, United States, subscribers. We want to do a minimum of, let's say, 50,000, maximum of 200K, total views. Let's not worry about that. And we want to do at least 100 videos so that we know they've been doing this for a while. And then if you upgrade to the paid plan of this platform, Channel Crawler, you can actually search for topics. So I'm not going to pay for it. They didn't have a free trial. I wish they did. But what we could do, and if I was, a rep at Circle, I would search for keywords like web design to make sure I'm specifically getting web design channels. And then we would also want to know how many subscribers they have. So that'll actually pull through anyway. So that's the only other thing I would add to this search is keywords to make sure we're really getting web design platform channels. But in this case, we're just going to skip through it because I don't feel like paying the $35 a month. And that's another thing we're going to try to do in this video is show free methods of doing this so that people don't have to spend a ton of money because there's a lot of free tools out there that allow you to get away with things you need to do with a paid plan. So again, let's just assume I filtered and added the web design. Right now we have almost 3,000 channels. And so the next thing I would do, and this is something I did offline before the video, was try to figure out a way to get email addresses. I really could not figure that out. However, on every YouTube channel, I'll wait for this to open up, they do have their... Sorry about that. It's glitching out. On every YouTube channel, they do tend to have their email address, but the issue is that you have to go through this I'm not a robot thing. So I really couldn't find a way to automate the email address finding. But that's fine. So we got the email address right here, and I'm going to show you how I would go about doing this kind of more at scale. So now what I would do, instead of paying to export these results, because I'm going to have to pay $80 to export these 2,000, I use a tool called Instant Data Scraper. It's a free Chrome extension. I'm not sure if it's showing up on this video right now, but it just opens a separate tab that allows you to scrape data from pretty much any website. And so now what I can do is download this list as a CSV. And then I'm going to open up a new document and put the CSV here. File, import, upload, channel crawler, import data. Cool. So now we have, again, I just exported the first page. But what I would do in this scenario now is honestly, uh, again, I want to make things as automated as possible. If I had more time and research, maybe I could figure out a way to pull these emails at scale. And if anybody watching this video knows how to do that, please let me know because I'd be super interested. But what I would do now is just give this list to an Upworker. And I've worked with Upworkers VAs for a long time. If you find the right one and just give them the right instructions, it's super helpful. They can be super helpful and save a ton of time. And I would just say like, hey, click on these links, find the email like we found for Jeffrey here, and just put them in the spreadsheet for me. And that's all I would do. And then you have their subscribers right here as well. And so once the Upworker goes through and puts the emails in here, then I would go back to this email and we would use everything in the spreadsheet as a custom field. So the keyword topic we talked about would be web design. We would just place that in there. The number of subscribers is right here on the spreadsheet, right here. So we would just pop that in as a custom field. Channel name is obviously just their channel name. And then right here, we would insert this references, customer references, monthly revenue. So that's pretty much what it would look like. It's kind of as simple as that. And then again, using an Upworker is the most important part of this process because obviously you don't want to go through and just find every single email manually. You can do it that way, but if you pay somebody $100 to go find you 1,000 emails, it's well worth your time as opposed to just again doing everything manually. I'm going to do another video right after this talking about how I would do this for LinkedIn creators. Thanks for watching.